Slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah. Steam it up in your YouTube brother, let's roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTuber Ronin. I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of Coming Attractions for August 27th, 2026. I want to first off say hello to everyone currently following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Want to say hello to the folks who have joined us here live in the chat. First off, my partner in crime, that toxic gunslinger himself, the man who cannot be killed, host of Saturday Night Karaoke, Action Theater, Western Cinema Presents, the CEO of the Outlaw Bill Sports Network, Outlaw Bill, faithful Blue Wrench channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Cleary. Channel member JP RPH1. Bringing the Netters Network, great Netters Network. All right. Well, welcome to everyone who is joining the show from Thursday Things. For those of you who might be new, this is a show that I do every week. To let everybody know what's coming up here for the next week on the channel. I used to do a show called The Weekend Update. And it's kind of the same thing, but when I rebranded the channel, a little name change, but pretty much it's the same show. Hello to FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. All right, well, yeah, it hasn't been a good week. I don't want to dwell on it, not here. Not the mandate of the show. But man, I get it. I get it. You know, it's there are some people to look up to, and when they pass, it's hard, because these are people who have been around your entire life. You think you start to look at certain people as invincible after a while. Like there are people who I thought were going to outlive me. But, as Tim says here, circle of life and all, you live, you die. But sometimes there is a way to immortality. And that's for us to take care of. Those who have gone before us will not be forgotten because we are here to memorialize them. And we still have Rocky Horror Picture Show. We still have Transformers. We still have 9 to 5. We still have Coach. We still have Big Trouble in Little China. We still have Heroes. We still have Lilo and Stitch. And it goes on and on. And I'll be going into that more later on this weekend in Unscripted. We'll talk about that. Let's hope Shatner makes it to 100. Yeah, he might. We will see. It's all right. On the physical media front, to kind of continue the conversation from the previous show, I looked on Lionsgate Limited, and that version of Frailty is sold out. So I'm going to have to go somewhere else. But I am not going to pay, like, as Greg puts it, the eBay scalper prices. I'm not going to do that either. So hello to the Horror King. All right. Since we are starting a little bit later this evening, which is perfectly fine, let's get on with the show. And let me share screen here and get on to the upcoming appearances. All right, so my next scheduled appearance is going to be this Friday night. No, strike that, reverse it. Thank you. Will be Saturday night. I'm used to saying Friday with Films with Friends. The next appearance is going to be Saturday night on Films with Friends, which is, of course, hosted by Big Al Presents. I'll be joining Troy and Netter for the Saturday night edition. And, of course, as you see, we are going to be watching Batman 66. Of course, with Adam West, Burt Ward, and Lee Merriweather's Catwoman, Cesar Romero as the Joker, Burgess Meredith as the Penguin, and Frank Gorshin as the Riddler. All right. All right, here's a brief synopsis. Batman 1966 is a campy full-length theatrical feature film directed by Leslie H. Martinson that brings the colorful style of the classic Batman TV series to the big screen. Arch villains of the United Underworld, the Joker, the Penguin, the Riddler, and Catwoman join forces to take over the world. They steal a device that can dehydrate humans into powder, turning members of the United World Security Council into vials of dust. Batman and Robin use their high-tech gadgets and vehicles, like the Batboat and Batcopter, to track down the villains and save the world. All right, some I really am looking forward to this. It's been a while since I've seen Batman 66, or really any of the Adam West Batmans. It's something I really should look for. Basically, the only Batman stuff we got on DVD, I think even VHS for the longest time. Yeah, that's true. All right. So that is going to be Saturday evening, beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern, over on Big Al's channel. It's going to be Batman 1966. All right. And since the link is already up, I'd also like to let everyone know that Friday, September the 4th, Friday of next week, in memory of Tim Curry, Big Al and I will be hosting Films with Friends, and we're going to be watching Muppet Treasure Island. And I have actually never seen this, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until we do the show, so you're going to get my genuine reaction. As you see, Kyle Cullen has already kind of beat us to the punch here at the chat. So let's see. Muppet Treasure Island is a 1996 musical comedy adventure film directed by Brian Henson and is the fifth theatrical feature starring the Muppets. It was released February 16th, 1996. Adapted, of course, from the Robert Louis Stevenson 1883 novel Treasure Island. Young Jim Hawkins inherits a map to a buried treasure and sets sail on the Hispaniola alongside Captain Smollett, played by Kermit the Frog, and a crew of pirates led by the duplicitous Long John Silver, who is, of course, played by Tim Curry. Kevin Bishop as Jim Hawkins, Billy Connolly as Billy Bones, Miss Piggy as Benjamin Gunn, Fozzie Bear, Squire Trelawney, and Gonzo and Rizzo as Jim's friends. All right, so that is going to be next Friday night at 8 p.m. Muppet Treasure Island. And of course, Saturday night, Bill, if you're in the chat, if you're doing karaoke, let me know. I will, of course, after Batman, I will stop over there. Horror King says, fun fact, Julie Newmar did not reprise her role as Catwoman for the 1966 Batman movie because she didn't know a movie was being made. And she found out she was working on another project at the time. And I believe she's, when I get to Sunday, we are not quite done with Miss Newmar. So stay tuned. All right. Let me get on over here to my channel. Now I'll let everybody know what else is coming up for the week. Let's see. All right. So, Sunday, I will be joining Outlaw Bill, and welcome back, Bill. You're just in time. We are going to, of course, Sunday, beginning at 4:30, will, as usual, be joining Outlaw Bill for the next episode of Western Cinema Presents. And we're going to be watching the movie we had intended to air last week, which is McKenna's Gold, with Gregory Peck. And let me bring the synopsis back up for that film. All right. All right, McKenna's Gold from 1969. Diverse group of fortune hunters chasing a legendary canyon of gold. Marshall McKenna, played by Gregory Peck, memorizes and destroys a sacred map leading to the mythical Canyon del Oro. He is then kidnapped by a ruthless Mexican bandit in Colorado, played by Omar Sharif. Because, of course, when you want a Mexican bandit, you get an Egyptian. Makes sense. No, but I like Omar Sharif, though. I'm not going to hack on him. Colorado forces McKenna to guide him and a greedy ragtag band of outlaws and townspeople toward the hidden gold. Along the way, the group faces hostile Apache tribes and greed from within. When they finally reach the canyon, the protective spirit of the land causes the canyon walls to collapse. Ouch. All right. Like I said, from 1969, runtime is 2 hours and 8 minutes. Directed by J. Lee Thompson, who, of course, was also the director on The Guns of Navarone. Have, as I said, Gregory Peck, Omar Sharif, Telly Savalas, Keenan Wynn, Ted Cassidy, and Julie Newmar. Yep, that Julie Newmar, folks. And music by Quincy Jones. I'm looking forward to this. So if I've ever seen McKenna's Gold before, guys, I don't honestly remember. So this is going to be effectively a first watch for me. So looking forward to it. This is going to be Western Cinema Presents Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. So we're going to get over to the next episode and start the block of programming. And the next episode of Unscripted, episode 161, which I am calling Legends Enter the Garden. And like I said, we've had some losses in the last week, and this is going to be my memorial. Did the best I could with Grok, guys, but this is going to be the show. I felt like I should say something because, like I said, we've had a week. So that's going to be Unscripted for this week. All right. That, of course, Unscripted is, of course, part of a block of programming, which also includes at 9 p.m. Geeky Geezers over on Aged Boomers channel, where Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, will be discussing the events of the past week. I'm sure they're going to be extending what I'm going to be discussing as well. And the Week in Geek over on Aged Boomers channel for Geeky Geezers, 9 p.m. That will, of course, be followed directly after at 11 p.m. by the next episode of Reserved Seats. And I am going to be joined, of course, by the Tired Midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby. Been trying to get Curtis back on the show for a bit. He's been kind of doing his own thing, growing his channel, and we're going to be talking about that and what's going to be coming up next for the Tired Midnight blogger. So join us 11 p.m. Eastern, Sunday night, for reserved seats. And of course, stay till the end of that broadcast. You will be redirected over to Troy Pacelli's channel for his Doctor Who rewatch. They are in season 2 with the true first Doctor, William Hartnell. All right, so Sunday, Western Cinema presents at 4:30, McKenna's Gold, Unscripted, episode 161 at 8, Geeky Geezers at 9, episode 45 of Reserved Seats, and at 12:30, Doctor Who. So that's Sunday. Monday, Monday, I don't have the mystery movie. It's going to be an AMC Screen Unseen. I don't have an AMC in town or near me, so I'm going to be out for this week. But I will be there for Last Call Members Night at the movies. And I think it's going to be round 2 of what we intended to do last week. So I'm going to be there. If you're a member of Troy Pacelli's channel, you can join us. And if you're a VIP member like myself, you will be on the panel for that program. All right. So that's Monday. That gets us on over to Tuesday. The show must go on. So at AMC, there will be a mystery movie. I have been informed that a couple of our group is going. I don't get a mystery movie in my area again until this September 7th. So this one I'll be there to host, but I'm not going to be able to comment on the film. But the show will go on for the Mystery Movie Night podcast. And of course, this is a show that is hosted by Sin's Corner and myself, Enigma Severus, Rachel the Elder Millennial, Wilkie's Movies and Music, Off the Cover, Kyle Corwith, The Movie Man, Lost into Real, and whoever else we can Shanghai into the program. So this is a fun show to do. And if you've never seen it, check it out. The whole playlist is up on my channel. The Mystery Movie Night began after the when I can speak. This program started out as me doing out of the theater reviews. Then I met Sin through Latino Slant and found out that she was doing the mystery movies as well. And she jumped on for a few episodes, and we decided to make a show out of it. And it's kind of ballooned from there. So it's a fun show. You can go to my channel. I have the whole playlist going all the way back to when I started. So all the way back to Slanted. Not Slanted. What the hell was the name of it? Spirited. Spirited was the first mystery movie night that I went to, which was a, believe it or not, a musical with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. Stay with me now. Where it is revealed that Will Ferrell's character is was Ebenezer Scrooge. I know. And it was like 2 hours and 10 minutes long for some reason. But it actually wasn't a bad movie. And speak of the devil, here is Sin's Corner. Hello. I might be the only one that has anything to say about August 31st. Well, hey, then it'll just be the two of us hanging out. and we've proven that we can do that. So yeah, I misspoke. I meant to say Spirited, and I said Slanted. Yeah, Slanted is an awful film. I don't want to see that again. That's definitely going to be in my 10 worst. I don't want to see 10 movies worse than Slanted. All right, folks. So the Mystery Movie Night podcast, it might only be Sin and myself, but that's fine. We'll make a show of it. All right. On to the rest of Tuesday, which we have come to refer to as Mystery Night. And, of course, the next show after that will be live from Sparkwood and 21. This is the show that I co-host with Troy and Netter and Boomer. And let's see. We are going to be watching an episode entitled On the Wings of Love, which was episode 18 of season 2. And it ran on April 4th, 1991. Synopsis is as follows. Jones attacks Harry while he's asleep. Audrey and Wheeler start a relationship. Gordon Cole returns, reporting that Wyndham Earle collaborated with Major Briggs on Project Blue Book. And Cole reinstates Cooper into the FBI. All right. So David Lynch himself guest starring in this episode as Gordon Cole. So yes, we're going to make it a fun one, folks. Join us Tuesday night at 8:30 as Mystery Night continues with live from Sparkwood and 21. All right. All right, so stay until the end of that broadcast and join Troy and Netter for the next episode of the Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. Let me see if I can find that episode. Let me see. And the next episode is going to be The Red Circle, based on Arthur Conan Doyle's The Adventure of the Red Circle, which ran on March 28th, 1994. Mrs. Hudson asks Holmes to help her friend with a lodger who insists on nobody entering his room. So, okay. The Red Circle on Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, 10 p.m. Tuesday night. Rounding out Mystery Night with the Mystery Movie Night podcast, live from Sparkwood and 21 in the Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. Now, usually Wednesdays I keep open, but Bill approached me. Oh, good night, Sin. Take it easy. All right. Like as you know, I usually like to keep Wednesdays open. But Bill came to me with this idea, and he wanted to show Aliens Expanded, of course, from 2024. These are also from the makers of The Thing Expanded. Also, In Search of Tomorrow, which, full disclosure, I am an associate producer on. And also the In Search of Darkness series, which covers 80s horror films. And I was in a backer on this one. I wanted to be, I couldn't swing it at the time, but I'm looking forward to this one. So I'm curious to see who's involved, who they got to interview, how deep into things did they go. Now, this is, from what I understand, in its entirety, 4.5 hours long. So Bill has found a place where he's kind of a halfway point where Bill says we can cut it and kind of cut it in half. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to watch in two parts Aliens Expanded. This is going to be beginning at 5:35 p.m. on Wednesday, September the 2nd. So 5 days from now. So, like I said, I have not seen this. I don't know what's in it. Bill was involved in crowdfunding this one, so I'm going to let him take the lead on this one, and kind of give you all the behind the scenes skinny, and you will be as usual getting my. Probably getting my thoughts on the Alien series in general, where it's gone, where I think it should have stopped, because there is a point where I think it should have stopped, and well, anyway, yeah, you'll be getting my first time reaction to this, and I'm going to assume that Bill's already seen the whole thing, but yeah. Aliens Expanded. Wednesday. Or at least part one of it anyway. Wednesday. At 5:30 p.m. All right. And of course, Wednesday nights, I do want to remind everybody, since Greg was on Thursday Things Tonight, I do want to remind everybody, of course, that at 9:30 p.m. Eastern is the mystery. No, mystery. See? I have too many shows with mystery in the title, guys. Yes, the Physical Media Mystery Show. The Magical Mystery Tour. Whatever the hell it's called. The Physical Media Show. That's over on Fanzine Vids. That's at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be in the chat. Unless Greg asks me to come on, in which case I'll do it. But I'll be there in the chat. So that's Wednesday night as well. All right. That gets us on over to Thursday. And the next episode of Action Theater, which is going to be the 1959 version of Journey to the Center of the Earth, of course, by Jules Verne, starring James Mason and Pat Boone. Let's see. Let's get that up on Still Store there, Cambot. No, I gotta find it. Hold on. To the center of the Earth. All right. No, I don't want the rock version. Hold on. Okay. Why am I not finding anything on this? Oh, 59. Hold on. I'm getting there. Okay. Anything on the plot? Cards. Journey to the Center of the Earth, 1959. Released by 20th Century Fox, December 16th, 1959. Commercial success, well received by critics, earning 3 Academy Award nominations. And there's a rather lengthy plot synopsis. I am not going to read this whole thing. But anyway, guys, if you're aware of the Jules Verne film, book, here it is, 1959 version. Join us Thursday at 5:30. Okay, 59. All right, here I got the short version, folks. Okay. Based on the 1864. Jumped on me. Hold on. Based on the 1864 novel by Jules Verne, starring James Mason as Professor Oliver Lyndon Brooke, Pat Boone as Alec McEwen, Arlene Dahl as Carla Gottberg, and Thayer David as the villainous Count Saknussemm. The film was nominated for 3 Academy Awards. All right. In Edinburgh, an Edinburgh professor and his colleagues follow an explorer's trail down an extinct Icelandic volcano to the center of the Earth. Along the way, they face treacherous terrain, prehistoric monsters, and a rival scientist tracking their every move. All right. So that's going to be Friday night. No. Thursday afternoon. Action Theater. What I meant, Horror King, by First Doctor is that they tried that bullshit on the show of that little girl being the first Doctor. And all I was merely saying there is that William Hartnell is the first Doctor. And I agree, everyone after Capaldi is non-canon, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm agreeing with you. All right. Of course, later Thursday night will be the next episode of Thursday Things at 10 p.m. over on Netters Network. And, of course, right after that at 11 p.m., the next episode of Coming Attractions. All right. That is the show for this evening. Want to thank everyone who was in the chat. Thank you to everyone following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Want to say hello to anyone who might have been lurking in the background. Quite all right. You do not have to engage with the chat. Just as long as you enjoy the show, hit the like, share out the stream. on all those clicky algorithmic things that YouTube likes. So, as I say at the end of every broadcast from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
Steven Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Steve out on your YouTube, bro, let's roll.